From a bare-bones space to a cozy heated one, with strange colors, laminate flooring in a garage, and Ikea furniture in a workshop. Some crazy stuff, but let's start at the beginning. I'm packing up my old workshop, and it's sad. Those of you who have been with me for a while might recognize my lathe station. Many fun projects and good memories. But when one door closes, another opens. My new workspace is also a garage, although it will never house a car as long as I own it. But it's uninsulated and bare, sort of like a blank canvas, ready for transformation. Let's take a quick look at the plan before diving in. I want a full corner benchtop and plenty of storage, because you can never have too much in a workshop. With a tight budget, I'm focusing on cost-efficient solutions. Some choices might be controversial. For instance, I'm using modified Ikea furniture. It's far cheaper than traditional workshop furniture or building from scratch, especially with today's wood prices. Durability is a question, but we'll touch on that later. I've also created a color palette for inspiration, since SketchUp doesn't quite capture it. Enough planning, let's get to work. I've started prepping for insulation by pulling electric cables. Since I'm unsure about machine and light placement, I've gone a bit overboard with the outlets. Next up is insulation and the vapor barrier. While I am not certified for electric work, I'm lucky to have a skilled crew to help out when needed. This spot is for the new fuse box, and will also house the tubing for the dust extraction in the next room. I've got a clever way to hide it. But the dust collection system won't appear in this video, as it's still a work in progress. The concrete floor is surprisingly level, and already insulated with 15 centimeters beneath the concrete. I'll wash and sand it before installing the unconventional garage floor later. The plasterboards are up, and the electrician has installed a powerful ventilation fan to keep moisture at bay in this heated garage. There's a ledge running around the room that I'm not sure how to handle yet. Any ideas on hiding it without losing space? For now, I've gone with rough plastering, which looks better than raw concrete. I also learned a lesson while plastering. I thought rough spots with coarse plaster would be fine for a workshop, but let's just say I was very wrong. You'll see why soon. I'm rushing to get started wood turning again, so there are a few shortcuts here, but the transformation is well underway. Time to add some color to this room. I'd love to say I carefully chose a trendy shade with just the right energy, but no. Like many men, I asked my girlfriend and she picked one. I'm skeptical, but I trust her. We'll see how it turns out. It's so satisfying watching paint transform a room. But wait, are you seeing what I'm seeing? The rough plaster job looks even worse with dark paint. I keep telling myself, it's just a workshop, but it still stings. No time to fix it now. I'm too excited about the next step. And the window casings are done. Now for the fun part. This workshop is really starting to take shape. I chose Ikea furniture for two reasons. It's readily available and quick to assemble. Plus, it maximizes storage space. Durability is a concern, but I've anchored everything to the wall and added steel feet with rubber pads for extra support. The adjustable feet aren't from Ikea, but they're incredibly solid. The bench tops are screwed into the cabinets, each other, and beams running the full length for stability. There's a 20cm gap behind the cabinets, perfect for hiding dust extraction tubing and storing long flat materials. At under $100, the high-pressure laminate bench tops from Ikea are surprisingly affordable. They should handle some wear and tear, and I'm curious to see how they hold up over time. I need to get some machines and tools in here soon. Right now, this looks like an Ikea kitchen. But look at all that storage. Oh, I forgot one piece. I need to have one cabinet a bit lower than the others for my miter saw. No problem with the adjustable feet. As this video comes to a close, I want to share a reflection. In my experience, a workshop is never fully finished. It's a living, evolving thing. But with the foundation firmly in place, it's time to discuss the costs of the project. Keep in mind that prices vary widely depending on where you live, and things may be quite expensive in my part of the world. Here's the breakdown. The electrical materials, including the electric ventilation fan, came to $422. For installation, I spent $171, but I miscalculated and ended up with more than I needed. Better to have too much than too little, right? The plasterboards were a great deal. I managed to get them on sale for just $97. Paint and plaster were surprisingly affordable, at only $38. The laminate flooring was another good find. I got it at half price, paying $350 for about 25 square meters. However, the biggest expense by far was the Ikea items. The cabinets with adjustable feet and the cabinetry set me back $891. The countertops added another $175 to the total, and the shelves were $129. All in all, the total came to $2,272. It's a little more than I originally budgeted for, but isn't that always the case? All things considered, I think it's a reasonable price for a cozy and practical workshop. Now the exciting part begins, using it. I wonder what the first project will be.